Okay, I am looking at Ashe. This is the next one that I'm looking at, and this is her classic skin. Ashe has Bob, which is her alt, and he is part of her outfit, and it's really cool to see all the different things that they do with Bob and they do with Ashe with all of her skins. So I'm going to go through them, look at them, and just kind of describe them as I see them and the things that I see. First of all, very westerny. I love that with the classic. This is really rich looking. They have a lot of golds and browns in it. It does feel a little rugged when you look at Bob. He has what looks like fur inside or around his neck and at the bottom of his jacket. She has what look like chaps to boots. Her boots are laced up with gold, knees with gold. I like the gold in her gun and the brown. I think it just all really works together. The gray, like I said, just gives it a very rich looking or look and feel to it. When you twirl them around, Bob, definitely the chaps on Bob have the gray and the more metallic look. He is a very strong robot. I love that they pull the logo here. I think they pull it onto his back, and I think they always pull it onto her hats. So all of her cowboy hats, and then if you look up at his hat, it's a little tiny, I think they're called boulder hats. So it gives him a very interesting look with the boulder hat. So small on his head, and then she has this nice big wide rim cowboy hat on her head. I love her hair. I like the way it swishes around the back and it's short on one side and longer on the other. She definitely has a really nice fitted jacket, and you can see that even on the back of her jackets they've done a lot of detail. So there's a lot of detail on both of these. So paintbrush is the red. And when I first looked at the red, I was a little surprised. I felt like his chaps almost came off pink. Oh, something that I wanted to say initially too, when I look at this, his knee guards here, this reminds me of Roadhog's face a lot. So it was really kind of funny. I just kind of looked at his knee pads, and the very first thing I thought of is Roadhog. And he's so big, him and Roadhog have a lot in common, except Roadhog is actually something that would be organic and living, and Bob is supposed to be metallic and robotic. The funny thing that I did notice on these is that there is like tape on his vest. This one is red with white fur on the collar, fur on the bottom. Hers, it has the white sleeves and the red vest. She has the brown chaps. I almost thought going with red and the brown chaps, the pink chaps for Bob, just weren't working for me. I would have liked them to gone with brown, but that is interesting. The other thing I noticed is if you move Bob here, you see this belt kind of sway there, and I'm trying to figure out if that was supposed to be part of his belt, if it was supposed to hold something like a gun. Later on, I'll look at other ones and I'm sure that it'll look a little different. Her gun is very interesting looking. It's nice and clean. So let's go look at the sunflower. This gives me that rich feel of the classic too. It's like the golds and the browns. I really like it a lot. Again, her knee pads are gold, her laces are gold. I like his chaps being brown here. I really do. I think that really kind of ties in with the different colors. I know they were probably going with pink on the other one just to switch things up a little bit. The thing that they did here on the fur, it's a lighter yellow. Not really sure about that, what I think about that. It's fun, but it almost feels dirty around the top of his head, and I'm not really sure. Let's go on to the next one. The next one is Tansy, and Tansy is the blue, and I definitely like the gray chaps. Like I said, the pink ones weren't working for me, but the brown and the gray ones definitely do. I like how they pull all of this in. I like how his emblem on the back and then the emblem on the top of her hat. I love the blue in her hat. I love the blue. Instead of being her vest this time, where the red was the vest, it's the shirt, and I love the tie. The tie really pops with the blue. The grayish tie or silverish tie against the blue really pops and makes it stand out a lot. Okay, Yucca. Yucca is the green, and this has a brown tie with the white shirt for Ashe. It has the white shirt and the green vest. They went with gold trim. They stayed with kind of tannish brown chaps. I love her chaps or her pants here, and I actually think the brown with a darker chap for him might have been just popped a little bit more, but the green is a really good look for both of them too. Again, the collar with the lighter yellows, definitely with looking at it here, does give it a dirty look, the actual fur at the top. And I think that was just the shadows, but definitely for a little for a robot, I would have maybe something cleaner. I'm not sure. I'm just amazed at the tape on this. That keeps coming up and looking at that. Posh is, so those were the first 5, classic through Paintbrush, Sunflower, Tansy, and Yucca. Posh is the first one that is the more expensive ones that you get in the loot boxes. It did pull out the robotic arms in that now you can actually see these green tubes here, and really made the contrast here and stand out so that I could see that detail. They're using green, gold, and white. Definitely love how they added the green to the shoes and the underside of the hat, and the green added to the gold in the gun. Really works real well. Really fun and creative there. I see that they added the green and the gold to the back of her jacket. They added, like I said, the green connector, the mechanical, almost looks like hydraulic pipes or something in his neck and arms. And they made all of those green. Everything else on him is white, the brownish gray, and the gold. I did want to say that when I looked at his chest on all of them, it almost looks like his face is here too. I'm gonna go back to the next one, but it does look like his mustache is white on this one. I'm gonna go back to Yucca and just kind of look at his face, and the mustache kind of blended in. Wasn't a huge contrast on these that I could actually tell that he had a mustache until I got onto the Posh ones. So now that I'm flipping back through these, I can actually see. And then now when you see here on Posh, his mustache is white, and you can actually see it, the contrast, and it pops out so much more so that you can actually see that he had a mustache on his face. And I was missing that on the other ones. Thorn. I love they changed the emblem on the back of his jacket. I do love that they added the roses onto his mechanical arms. I like Thorn a lot. This color and this metallic pink on him looks really well. I like the white silver and the gray silver. I'm not crazy that they didn't stay with the darker pants or go with something that was a little darker for his pants. For her, they went with a full-blown, well, it looks like they have a purple shirt with a white tie and a pinkish metallic vest, which vest or waistcoat, I guess that's what it is. And she has pinkish boots with white laces and the dark inlay here. So that's working. Then Winter. Winter goes again and changes the icon on the back of his vest to be the snowflake, working really well there. The gun has changed, looks really nice with the blue and the whites. Her hair color, I think this is the first time, well, nope, her hair color changed on Thorn, and it also changed on Posh. So her hair color is white everywhere else. On Posh, it is like dark brown. On Thorn, it is blonde, and on Winter, it is blue. So I do like that they changed her hair color on these. That wasn't something they had done before. I don't know if I noticed that they put fur on her boats on any of the other ones. Nope, doesn't look like they did. Forgive me for going back. I like to just look at these and see what's happening, and sometimes I just have to go back and look at it. Gold laces again with a nice contrasting blue inside the boots with the toe tips being gold. Works really well for her outfit, and then the gold accents across her outfit are working really, really well. Her shirt is white again, and she does look like she has fur on her waistcoat or her jacket. So if that is some of the changes. Mardi Gras, these are some of my favorite colors. The purples and greens and golds with the white work well. They're so good with contrast, but the hat changes. I love the hat changes where they have the Joker like hats. Her hair definitely has changed. They made it look like it's equal on both sides. His metallic parts are white, so Bob's metallic parts are white. They have the nice diamonds in his vest. They have the beads around his neck, which are great. And then the purple chaps are working really, really well on this one. I love the mask on his face. That works really well. She has a mask, and then the icon on the back of his jacket is a mask. Oh, she also has an icon on the back of her jacket, so that is something I think I've been missing. So instead of the Deadlock game, it says Mardi Gras. So Gangster. This one gives me a 1920s feel. The fedora type hat with a flower in it, the striped pants, and you really can't see her boots now. The gangster looking gun, even the way she's holding it feels more gangstery. So I love that they called this Gangster. Her shirt, she doesn't have the actual vest coat that she had before, but she does have the back part, diamonds, hearts, and spades. It also feels 1920s. It feels also Las Vegas-y with the diamonds and hearts and all of that. And he has that in his shirt. He has the hearts and the spades and the diamonds. I like that they gave him suspenders. I like that they put the chain where that belt was. He doesn't seem to have a coat now covering everything. He has the striped pants, and then he has, instead of the fedora like her, he has the flip cap. Am I saying that right? With what looks like leather on both sides. I do like that his mustache is darker and his face looks a little lighter in this. You do see some of the hydraulics here, but I do like the diamonds, the spade, and the hearts on his arms. That kind of pulls in that Las Vegas-y feel. Mobster falls the same thing here, except they changed the colors. The stripes on her outfit are gray and white with gold, and then purple accents. And I do like the white fedora. I think that works really well with the underlay of gray. The gold on the spades and hearts and diamonds works out really well. Or the spades and diamonds, I guess it's just spades and diamonds on his arms. His shirt now, instead of having all of that in it, looks more like a t-shirt. And he has purple pants with gray stripes and the chain that comes down. The next one is the jungle one. This one really makes you feel like you're going to go on a safari. Her hat is a smaller fedora. She has the snake emblem at the top. They have the snake on the background. I think there was a snake, maybe, I can't see. Oh yeah, it's on her little towel that's hanging out of her shorts. She looks like she has a map that she's carrying. There's snake skin around his arms, and even his jacket that he's wearing, Bob's wearing, feels kind of like it has a skin tone to it. The texture on it feels more like it may have been made of snake skin. It's a camo looking colors, which work out really well here. His knee pads on this one actually have lost that roadhog look. I like that. I think they changed this enough so that his knee pads lost the roadhog look, but his boots, oh my gosh, they're great. Her boots, definitely camo, black lace, not black, brown laces, and then little green highlights on them. Works out well. Okay, Safari, also not all green, more feeling like it's a safari in the Sahara. Definitely love the hats on both of them. I like the compass on his back. I think this actually puts the compass on her towel that's hanging off of her. I'm trying to see what else I like about this. I like that he has a rope. It almost looks like a whip. He has kind of an Indiana Jones. This kind of gives me that Indiana Jones feel to it. And she's got a midriff, which is kind of cute. I don't think she had, oh yeah, she did have a midriff here on this one too. So her top's a little midriffy. And I didn't realize that she had the blue on the jungle. So Safari has green as the midriff top and a smaller jacket. You can kind of see her belly button there. Kind of cute. Warlock. This one is where she is the Warlock. Honestly, I'll read this right here. A master of forbidden magic, the Warlock bound even the most powerful demons to her will. And so, honestly, Bob looks like a multi-lava demon. He doesn't look so mechanical this time. He does have that glowy rock look to him now. He looks like a rock that's come alive. And her Warlock look with the fishnet legs and the scanty little outfit that she's got on, the lock around her neck, the key around her neck, not the lock. The gun even has the symbols. I thought that was kind of interesting. Her gun and her outfit that she's wearing have the symbols on it. Her gun has symbols. Her gun looks like it's melting at the edge. Has a sharp pointy tip to it, and also a little chain hanging off the end. I like how they've stitched the end here. Really feels like they did a lot of work in the details of this one. And like I said, she has horns. She has a little devil at the top of her hat. I do like her witch's looking hat. I do like her cape. And then she also has the symbols on the back of the cape, and the cape kind of comes down. Now this does kind of remind me of some of the torn capes that Anna had. The Tiger Huntress, this was a fairly new one, and this takes a lot of this to a different level, gives you a cat Bob, and I think he is a beautiful tiger. They did an excellent job on creating the tiger head and even the chest on this tiger. The coat or the jacket that they put on him works really well. All the gold, again, the knees now don't have that roadhog look. He has claws that work with his hands and feet that have created this most cat-like detail. She has the straw looking hat, but it's really an elegant straw hat with turquoise at the top and gold trim. I love that she has teeth around her neck, the fur teeth. She has fur on her jacket. Her pants have a lot more detail. And then she has, instead of just regular boots, she has fur boots. And something that I hadn't noticed before is that she definitely has claws on her boots, on the tips of her boots. So you really won't want to be kicked by Ashe right now. That would probably hurt a lot. So her boots have changed. They used rope to tie her knee pads on, and the teeth again, or the claws that come down here. The next one, the socialite, is as a daughter of socialites, Ashe feels just as comfortable at charity balls as she does on a motorcycle. So this is where they have her dressed up as a socialite. Her hat has changed, feels very rich. Her hair is up in a bun. I love the fur coat that she has on. It definitely gives her a good look. White pants or leggings, I don't know what you'd want to call those. Beautiful pink and gold jacket. Gold on the shoulders works really well. The gun, the pink gun works real well with the details in the ornament. Bob has tux. He looks amazing with his tux, and then he has a monocle on his eye, which just works out well. It's so funny. It makes me laugh. I love it. And then he has nice shoes and doesn't have boots. And again, they've moved away from the knee pads, and he just has joints that work really well for him right there. And the pants and all of this are working out really well. I like that they even put in an ascot with a white handkerchief. But that is Bob, and he looks very well and ready to go to a very social event. The funnest one coming up, Little Red Riding Hood. She is dressed like Little Red. I love the little jacket that she has. I love that her skirt is a little shorter, showing a little bit more of her legs. Very cute. Her boots are so nicely done with the straps around the boots. I love the axe on the end of her gun. Goes with the lore of Little Red Riding Hood. I think it is great that they have a tail on Bob, and he is the wolf in Grandma's clothing. He looks really good there, and I love that they have the claws on all of his hands and feet. The grandma look with the glasses and the night dress on, and the head part is great. Honestly, I'm kind of going between Warlock and Little Red Riding Hood as which one is her sexiest look. Both of them are cute, but I think she does come off with looking a little cuter with Little Red. I'm not sure. You guys will have to tell me which one you think is cuter. Okay, that is it for Ashe. I don't think I missed any of the talking about it. I'm trying to go back real quick and just look. Her hair does change as the Warlocks. You don't really see her hair at the Tigress. Socialite, it's white, and Red is white. Safari, it looks brown. Jungle, it looks brown. Mobster, gold. And Gangster looks like she's almost a redhead with the Mobster. So I can't, maybe it's an auburn color. So thank you, and let me know. I'll be trying to make one of these a week, and you can let me know if you like it or not. Talk to you later. Subscribe if you do.